Your health is your greatest wealth, and it's worth fighting for. Catch My Health, My Mississippi, live on WMPR 90.1 FM and on YouTube at Charles and the Fighters. Don't miss it. Let food power your mood and fuel your life. We're proud to have My Health, My Mississippi as a sponsor on WMPR 90.1 FM.
That's how it says.
The future in great health today. Every day responsible self. We're the fighters we fight for. The future in great health today. Every day responsible self. We're the fighters we fight for. The future in great health today. Every day responsible self. We're the fighters we fight for. The future in great health today.
Well, good morning and welcome to My Health, My Mississippi, where we are providing you with helpful information right here on WMPR 90.1, number one station in the nation that's providing you with this type of information. You're listening to My Health, My Mississippi. I'm your host, Chef Charles, the number one show on the radio. And we always want to bring things to you that's going to make a difference in your life for the rest of your life. Bring things to you that can affect you in the community going forward, that will help you become a better you, because that's what we're all about. Let me start off by saying what I always say. You know what? High blood pressure is not mandatory in your life. Type 2 diabetes, it is not mandatory. And high cholesterol, it is not mandatory. Because we're the fighters and we're fighting for our health. You just heard the theme song. Fighters stand for future in great health. Today, every day, responsible self. So the title of this segment that we're going to call it is How to Build a Healthier Path Forward. I don't care where you've been. I don't care where you are. But what's important now is where you're going and how we're going to help you to get there. I have a guest with me this morning, Ashton Jones. She's of the Bean Path, and she's going to talk to us, introduce herself in just a second. But here's what I want you to know. We're going to get this fixed in 2026. We're going to get our life together. We're going to make sure that we're doing some things that is going to help our liver and our lungs and our kidneys and our heart and our brain. You know why? Because they've been carrying us for a long time. Actually, it's time to care for them. We got to take better care of ourselves. Folk, we got to take better care of ourselves. But thank you for being a part of the show. Let me introduce my guest. Ashton, do me a favor. Tell people how tall you are. I'm just kidding.
I'm short.
We want you to let people know that who you are, what you do, and where you're from. And then we're going to go into the show, okay?
Well, as you've already heard, my name is Ashton Jones. I am the Community Program Director for the Bean Barn, which is a part of the Bean Path in Jackson. And I am from Jackson, but I live in Clinton. I've lived in Clinton and graduated from Clinton High School.
Born and raised right here in Mississippi, though, huh?
In Mississippi.
Yes.
Let's go. MISS, ISS, IPPI. Did I almost spell Mississippi wrong?
No. You got it, girl. You just reminded me of a song. MISSISSIPPI.
Don't know this. I was thinking in my crooked letter I.
Oh, yeah. You're dating yourself. They used to teach us that way back in school. Well, because you from Mississippi, you've heard all the Mississippi, MISSI cricket. Yeah, mm-hmm. Cool. So being from Mississippi and educated in Clinton and now making a difference in the city of Jackson. Tell us a little bit about the Bean Path. How long you been here? What's it all about there, okay?
I would love to tell you about the Bean Path. So the Bean Path is bridging the digital divide. That's what we are all about. It was founded by Dr. Nashley Cephas in 2018. She saw a need here. So if you don't know anything about Dr. Nashley, she is a principal evangelist for amazing. She's amazing, but for Amazon. And so she brought all of her knowledge and her skill sets right here to Jackson. And she's from Jackson. She actually graduated from school here from Murrah High School.
Yeah.
And in 2018, that's what she did. She started a business for individuals and tech and startups to have technical guidance.
You know, I love it when I see our people that are bred and born right here, and they go out, they go to different places, and they come back because they see a need and they want to make a difference in the community. You know, I like to call these people Ashton CC, which is community champions.
Come on, she is definitely a community champion.
Absolutely, making a difference. I've been there. I've seen some of the events, and so tell me, so what are some of the things that take place over there? Is it for young folks, seniors? Tell me about that, because I'm excited
Bean
about
Path
that.
is for everybody. We have this saying.
Say that again.
Bean Path is for everybody.
Everybody. Okay, got it.
We have this saying, and we literally say, especially at the Bean Barn, which is what I'm a part of.
Uh-huh.
Whatever you need, find it at the Bean.
Whatever you need, find it at the Bean. I like that.
So there are sewing classes. There are, of course, tech classes. We have 3D printing.
Uh-huh.
We have woodwork. At the barn, we do community events where people can come out and just be a part of wellness classes.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many things people can be a part of. Even Tech Tuesdays, people can come in and get guidance on like, hey, how do I do this? The OATS program, which is it stands for Older Adults Technology Services. So those who are over
I
the
need to
age,
be a part of that.
come on,
Okay.
come on. Over the age of 65 can come in and learn actually how to send a text message that has a picture in it, or
Okay.
how to be on the computer and just be technologically savvy.
Okay. And the thing that I love about it is a lot of space,
There is.
and it was almost like an unused space, and she just took that space and turned it into something that's magnificent with a big. And you mentioned earlier about the Bean, the barn.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about that, because it's two buildings and they're right next to each other, right?
There are. So Dr. Nashley in 2018, of course, started the Bean Path,
Mm-hmm.
but in 2020, she required about 21 acres of land, and she wanted it to be used for mixed use. People can work and play,
Uh-huh.
but also learn.
Right.
Like that is what the Bean Path is all about: is being able to be a place where people can cultivate growth. And the Bean Barn itself is part of the Jackson Tech District that she wants to build, and that she is building right there in downtown Jackson. But the Bean Barn is just the start of that.
Yeah.
And what we do there is, like I said, community events, and of course, it's a venue space. If someone wants to come in and have their event there, we can have those conversations with them and say, hey, your wedding could go great here, and this is how it could look.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, on my side of things, where I get to come in and have wellness classes with people who are just like you,
Yeah.
whether it's yoga, whether it's cooking demonstrations, whether it's what we call a fight club, or we talk self-defense, no matter what it is, people were able to come in. And then we also had creativity places for people to come and take pictures and learn how to use their craft in that way. And then one of my favorite things was Taste of the Bean. We brought out
Okay.
different food trucks.
Yes. Okay.
And just have people be able to come and just experience their Sunday. Just kick back, relax, play some games, eat some food,
Mhm.
and experience some great people.
Another thing that I like about the barn over there, because I met Willie over there, and
I think I know what you're gonna say.
yeah, they grow a lot of vegetables, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I can't give you as much information about
Right.
that because Willie is the green thumb.
Yes.
That's literally what I call him. Green thumb when he walks in the door. What's up, green thumb? But we wanted to be a place that's more than just tech, which of course that is what we were founded and what we're based on.
Mhm.
But Dr. Nashley is also really big into agriculture as well.
Right.
And so we've created a garden that has greens and I don't know if you tried your greens.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? I wanted to bring you all something, but by the time I got through with it, there wasn't any left.
Wasn't any left. So we have the greens. Whatever you pretty much you can grow during a certain time periods,
Uh-huh.
Willie is growing just because he has a love for it.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to teach people how to do that as well.
Teaching people how to do that in the community, that is so amazing. When I look at Mississippi, I just read an article just last night. Number 5 in the nation as far as cost of groceries per week,
Mhm.
right? And it has a lot to do with us, going into the store, not really knowing what to buy. In some areas, I guess it has to do with the when they look at Mississippi as a whole, where some of a food desert. But I like the idea of being taught to grow because you take out food desert when you can plant and
Mhm.
grow things, right? And we have the land, so we can wipe out food desert if we taught people how to grow their own food. It's
From desert to
simple.
oasis.
Yes. And so, but for us to be number 5, cost wise, there's something that has to be done. That's why I can really appreciate what you all are doing there.
Thank you so much.
I remember I visited the place once and I got a Japanese sweet potato. I made some yogurt. It was around Christmas, the holiday
Mhm.
time. And I made some yogurt, not yogurt, but eggnog. I,
Oh
I
yeah, I
remember
remember you
sweet
saying,
potato. Yeah,
yeah.
that's so good. Big old sweet potato. And I got a chance to tour the place, the garden. Like you said, Willie is the green thumb. But people can come and learn how to care for themselves.
They can.
And the events and things that take place there, one of the things that apparently is a priority, and that is the change how people think. Because I've been to some wellness fairs down there, and it was teaching people how to care about your health. And I know you got something coming up the 28th of this. Is it February yet?
It is
Yes,
February.
February.
Yeah.
Tell us about that event that we have coming up.
So we actually have the Black History Expo, second annual Black History Expo.
Second annual. Okay.
Hmm. And it is something we started last year because we want people to know about the innovation in tech. That's how we initially started the Black History in Tech.
Hmm.
But as we've come into this year, and even last year when we were in the midst of doing the event, we realized like, man, there's tech in everything. There's tech in everything we do. And then there's also so much history we probably don't know about.
Hmm.
And so being able to educate people while also entertaining them
Yeah.
was a big ordeal. And so this year we're bringing it back and we're doing some of the same things. We're educating people. So we have a wellness hour actually with yourself coming up at 10 a.m. before the expo even starts with a cooking demonstration and working out. And then at 11 a.m., we'll kick it off with someone singing the Black National Anthem,
Oh yeah.
which is going to be phenomenal. I can just see it. I imagine things really
Mhm.
well. And we'll have mad drama from Jackson State University, but we'll also sit down and have some panels. And so we'll have a financial literacy and home ownership and land acquisition panel where we'll talk about tech, but we'll also talk about the importance. Because one thing about Mississippians that we can be stubborn, but we are so great at being able to just go after what we want. We have a drive like none other.
Yeah.
And so being able to teach people so we can actually have a future to look back on. So we can say, man, look at my Black history.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's excellence in motion. That's what this theme is all about this year. Excellence in motion.
So let's talk about the 10 o'clock event because there's a lot of important events going on, but there'll be a cooking demonstration.
There will be.
Yeah, and it's Black History Month, and we want to do something probably that's a staple in the community that people have eaten for years and years and years. And if it was me doing it, I would show them how they can continue to eat those foods, but not allow those food to hurt them, but help them.
Yeah.
So you said everything is about tech. You can learn so many different things, and that's what I like about the Bean Path, is because we're learning. And so, since it is going to be me doing the cooking
It is.
demonstration,
I was like, maybe I shouldn't tell the people, but it's you.
I want to make sure that the people get some so healthy food.
Mhm.
And I say that because I'm more concerned about how we feel after we eat more so than how we feel before we eat, because food should be energy and we should be more alert after we eat and
So
not
not the
just
itis.
not the itis. That is so true. And so the idea is to, again, teach people, and that's really what the Bean Path is all about.
It is
Yeah, bringing knowledge to people. How have you seen things go? You've been there how long now?
nearly 2 years.
2 years now.
Mhm.
And do you enjoy it?
I absolutely love
Absolutely
it.
love it.
Yes.
You should see her face light up. I remember us talking about this before when we had a meeting, and just to see your enthusiasm and making a difference in people's lives, and the path that Being Path have set for us to, utilize to make a difference in people's lives. So tell us about the hours and everything there. How often is the place available? And uh, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'll start with the Bean Barn and switch back over to the Bean Path.
Okay, sure.
The Bean Barn is open whenever we have community events. And so our next community event will be the Black History Expo, which will be February 28th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. with that wellness hour that you want to be at
Yeah.
at 10 a.m. But, and like I said, that's community events. And then anytime someone rents the space. But going over to the Bean Path, that space is actually open almost every single day, with the exception of Sunday and Monday. I was like, almost every single day, for 2 days. But Sundays, they are closed. And then Mondays, that is actually a virtual day for us.
Okay.
But Tuesday through Friday, they are there and they are ready to bring on whatever it is. So whether it's a sewing class, a Canva class, the OATS cohort, or even the K through 12 program for robotics. So we have a STEAM program as well. I don't think I mentioned that
No,
before.
you didn't. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the STEAM program literally is teaching children between the ages of 5 and 18 just one, how to use tech,
Mhm.
but two, like there's a robotics program, and so they teach them how to build the robot.
Mhm.
And they're actually part of a club, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they placed recently in one of their competitions,
That
the
is
Bean
so
Path team, and so
cool.
it is super cool. I'm like, look at y'all out here. I'm gonna hype up everyone I can
Yeah.
as much as I can, but the K through 12 program, and then in the summer they actually have a summer camp as well. And so this summer they'll do a short film summer camp, which leads into the STEAM camp, which teaches them, of course, how to use different dynamics of tech and just mechanics, and of course, like everything that the STEAM and STEM represents.
So when you said it's for all ages, it really is for all ages, huh?
Literally for all ages. And so sometimes we are there at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning, and we may not leave until 8 p.m. that night just because of some of the classes and things that we have for the community.
Where's tell us the location of, because if I was listening, I'd be excited and I want to be a part of these activities. So
Like
where
I
are you
said,
located?
whatever you need, find it at the Bean. Come on out. We are at 451 North Gallatin Street. And then the barn is found at 177 North Gallatin Street, but they are literally a
Literally.
2-minute walk from one another.
Yeah.
And so if you want to experience the Bean Path, feel free to come on out. We would love to have you.
Yeah, and the idea of, tell me what has it, as far as what you can see,
Mhm.
what has it meant to the community?
I think it's meant a lot to the community. Like I can think about some of the testimonials I've heard from
Mhm.
people who are in the OATS program, and just even it would send like screenshots that they'll get on their Facebook page, and they'll talk about, hey, I was able to do this today for the very first time. And for me,
Wow.
every time I hear someone tell
Yeah.
me a first story,
Wow.
it encourages me so
Wow.
much. And then to see children light up when they get to create their own experience, because I think that's really huge. Like to be able to give a child the experience to be able to build something for themselves, it means so much, because now they can take that as a core memory and continue to do that, not only for themselves, but for someone else. And so I believe Bean Path is going beyond self and going towards everyone else.
And that's what's incredible about it, when you can do some work and then you see that work. Because sometimes you plant seeds, it take years to grow back, but when you can see people's lives being changed
Right in front of
and
your face.
right in front of your face, and then they come back with you. You know what that reminds me of? of when people change their diet and their blood pressure number go down, and they call me and they send me an email saying thank you, because my A1C is down, my blood pressure is normal now, and it's all because you showed me some different ways to prepare food that's good for the body. But when we look at what the Bean Path has done in the few years
Yeah,
that
we
it's
8 years
been,
this year.
8 years, yeah. Now we're gonna have to get the owner on this show for sure. I've heard a lot about her. I can't wait to meet her. I've been a part of events there actually before, health fair events there before. It was a diabetes event, but so I know you all are doing things that is making a difference
Yeah.
in people's lives, and that's what community champions do.
They do.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to be a part of what is making a difference in the community and to work alongside of a community champion like Dr. Nashley and even the entire team. So Miss Tamika Jenkins is the executive director, and then we of course have a great marketing team, and then of course Adam, who's our makerspace director.
Hmm.
Like it literally takes a team to be able to do what we do every single week. But I wouldn't want to do alongside anyone else.
It'll always take a team to make that dream work. A team, a theme, and a dream.
Theme and a dream.
Yes. And to see things come to fruition, I know that has to be really motivating. And to work with all ages
Mhm.
is just so incredible. And the idea that people is a place where people can come and have different events. What are some of the events have taken place there?
That's a good question. So I know that we had a ugly sweater Christmas party. That's like the most
Okay.
recent one that I can remember. We've had, like, are you talking about outside events, right?
Yeah.
So we've had that. We've had people come in and do teamwork. So Foundation of the Mid-South came and they were able to do like a Martin Luther King volunteer event drive there, which is amazing to be able to see that. Man, like you caught me in a space where I'm like, what have we done?
Yeah.
There's been so much.
It's been a lot there. And I know the reason why is because you really want to make a difference in the community there.
For sure.
But let's talk about
We also had roller skating. I forgot about that.
roller skating.
We had a roller derby come in, and it was really cool to see them come in.
Wow.
And they worked alongside, and they're actually coming back this year. And so if anyone out there likes to skate, come on out to the barn.
So we got to get people, and then I got to remember the question that was asked, but we got to get people connected. And so how can they find out the different events going on? Where could they go?
So they can always follow us on social media, the Bean Path, and then the Bean Barn on Instagram and on Facebook. But the easiest space is going to be one, coming by, because you can be able to see it for yourself.
Right.
But if you're a person, you're like, hey, I just want to see all the events listed out, and I want to be able to find out more information about the Bean Path, they can go to thebeanpath.org.
Good. Okay. And then we'll get you to give that information out again, before the end of the show, Ashton, because it's so important. But what I want to hone in on now is why an event like we're going to have on the 28th, why food, why healthy food, why exercise, because there'll be exercise, why finance, why are we having things laid out like that?
Yeah, because health is wealth.
Health is wealth, okay.
And so starting off with, like, let's just say you have all the money in the world, but you're not healthy. You have high blood pressure, or you have you can have a laundry list of things you could say that you could possibly have. If you have those things, you can't do anything with your money. But oftentimes, if you don't know what to do with your money, you can't acquire land or you can't buy a home. And so I think it's important for us to know as a people, no matter who you are, but especially as a people, what it is like to know that health is wealth, and to be able to go in that direction of being able to look back on your history, because your future is calling, but your history is showing. And so if you can see your history, but you can also look back. You can look towards your future, like just being able to know that your health is your wealth. And so whether it is by way of food, whether it's by way of working out, which I need to do better at with working out once again,
Mhm.
or with your financial decisions, I want people to be able to make a better decision after being at the barn on that day.
And it's not, and we all want to do better in different areas. So
For
I
sure.
like what you said, that even you need to do better, because it's always good to be transparent in certain areas. Maybe that's exercising. So people, wherever you are, that's why we're here on WMPR 90.1, and you're listening to My Help My Mississippi, the #1 show on the radio,
Come on.
because what we want is wherever you are, and nobody is perfect, guys, but wherever you are, we want your path going forward to be productive, to be healthy. So we don't want you to miss out on the event on the 28th. But the real thing though is well rounded. You have healthy eating class, you have exercise and demonstrations, you have finance, you just have the things that's going to help a community.
And even a tech panel, like Dr. Nash will be there herself having a tech panel alongside some great people in the state of Mississippi, like Tasha Bibbs and Preston Burson. I call him Coach Ryan. They'll be there to do a tech panel so people can learn also about tech. It's literally, when you say well-rounded, it's super well-rounded in the way that you can show up, learn about tech, you can learn about cooking, you can learn about financial literacy and home ownership and land acquisition, but you can also be entertained because you're gonna have mad drama there. You're gonna have some dance performances, and you're gonna have someone singing the Black National Anthem.
You have dancing and singing,
A DJ break them off.
DJ. I play. I don't know if this is the and you can help me out with this. I don't know if this is a word that the young folks still use, but it seems like this is gonna be lit.
Hey, we can go with it.
Okay,
We can say
you can go
clock,
with it.
clock that.
Clock that. Okay. Yeah, because I'm always. At least I didn't say the bomb.
Thebomb.com. See, I'm in that middle space. Like most people think, like because I work with college students sometimes, of course, and so they'll think, oh, like you're in like your early 20s, and I'm like, oh no, I'm nearly 40, and so I'm in that middle space where I can still be like, oh, this is thebomb.com. Like, no, that's not it. This is lit. Oh no, clock that.
Clock that. Okay. Okay, guys, clock that. I think I may use it wrong. But I like going to events. Actually, it's going to be educational but fun. It's almost like people telling me, okay, I have some healthy food for you. It's nasty though, but it's healthy. Yeah, I'm like, you keep it. I mean, you eat it. I don't want nasty food. I need my food tasting good. I love good tasting food.
That's why I'm so glad you're gonna be there.
Yeah, but it just has to be good for my body. So going to an event, and I think it's so important. I don't want to go to a boring event, and I want to learn. So when I leave that event, I want to feel like, wow, it was worth my time being there. I mean, I spent 3 hours, 4 hours there, and people are going to be coming and going, but at least I feel good about being there because I've been enhanced. Does that make sense?
It does.
And so this one, I'm really excited about because you have put it all together. So who's in charge of putting all that together? Yeah, let's give her a hand, y'all.
that would be me.
Well thought out. And
Thank
this
you
is
so
the
much.
second year that it's taken place.
Yes, sir.
The expectation, Anston, in your mind, before we take a break, but what are the expectations that you say when you're putting on something like this for the people?
That's a great question. I don't think I've ever been asked that question, but I would say, just out of my heart, the people walk away better than they came.
Yeah.
I don't want someone to walk into a room and then think like, oh, this is this is cute. This is
Right.
something that's great. But I'm all about being well-rounded, and like my left and my right brain work really well together. And I don't want people just to come and be entertained. I want them to come and be educated as well. But of course, I know I can't just educate you and not entertain you. And so I want people to leave better than they came. But I also want them to leave lighter than they came. And when I say better and lighter, like some people may come in heavy
Hmm.
and thinking like, man, this is just a lot. 2026 has not been off to a great start. But maybe now they know how to cook better foods
Yeah.
and make themselves feel lighter, not just naturally, but also maybe even mentally.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes the food you eat can change the mental clarity and focus you have. And so I want people to leave better than they came.
Y'all heard it, folks. And what she was really saying is the power of food can affect your mood. And that's
Ooh.
for real. I'm telling you. Let's clock that. Listen, and that's why I enjoy being around people who have a vision and a dream, just like the founder. It's always that vision,
Yeah.
and then every event that take place there, you know, the tech, the garden, there is a vision.
It aligns, yeah.
Yeah. And so and then it's trying to help take people to that next level. I've often said, if I'm going to be a part of something, people are going to go to another level. My purpose in life is to help take people to another level. And so when you're at an event, you want to see almost right in front of your eyes that transformation,
Yeah.
right?
I love to see it.
Yeah. When you see people, I didn't know. Oh,
The oohs and ahs
the
get me every
oohs and
time.
ahs, yes. And I want to just say kudos to you guys for being who you are, doing what you do in the community. And that's the reason that you're here on WMPR 90.1 this morning.
Thank you so
And
much for
appreciate
having
you
us.
again for getting up
Having
early.
me.
Yes. And so we're going to take a break and we're going to be right back on the other side. But in the meantime, I want you to know that we are focused on helping you to make a difference in your life, and you are not by yourself.
Come on.
We're in it together, and the things that's going to be taking place at the Bean Path is going to help you take that next step in your path going what? Forward. That's right. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back on the other side.
The future in great health today, every day, responsible self. Where the fighters will die for help. The future in great health today, every day, responsible self. Where the fighters will die for help. The future in great health today. Every day, responsible self. Where the fighters will die for help. The future in great health today. Every day, responsible self. Where the fighters.
Well, thank you. We're back, and you're listening to My Help, My Mississippi, where we are the fighters. We're fighting for our health. You know why we're fighting for our health? Because our health is worth fighting for. And the future is in great health today, every day, responsible self. So that's why we always like to have you to recognize what is taking place in the community, because you're not fighting by yourself. We're all in this together. Coming up this Saturday, we're going to have the Go Red for Women's, and it's going to be sponsored by the Mississippi Congress Network of Nurses and Advocates. Saturday, February the 7th, from 9 to 12 noon at New Horizon Church International. Yours truly will be there, and I'll have a cooking demonstration for you. You don't want to miss this. Listen, women, we got to take care of that heart of ours. Am I right? Yes, we do. Well, this part of the show, we always talk about who am I, but I want to add something else to the show. I'm going to give you, so I want to give you time though to get your pen and paper together. I'm going to give you a thought for the week. Okay, so don't let me forget to give you that thought for the week. I want you to hold on to something for the rest of the week. Okay, but in the meantime, I want to talk about who am I. This is where I describe a vegetable or a fruit or a legume, and you tell me who I am. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm powerful today, guys. I am so powerful. Listen, here's what I do. Talking about Go Red, that's based on helping your heart. I support heart health. I help lower blood pressure. I reduce cholesterol and improve circulation. Wow, I'm a bad dude. I reduce inflammation. I am rich in antioxidants. I help calm chronic inflammation. Let me just say that one more time, guys, because we have inflammation all through our body and we're eating things that's causing inflammation, but we don't realize that there's some food that would help remove inflammation. I need you to hear me when I say this, okay? I'm round, I could be yellow, or I could be white, okay? All right. I may improve insulin sensitivity. Wow, it's just an all around food. Helpful for people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. Wow. I contain prebiotic that feed healthy gut bacteria. Are you kidding me? Now, this is scientific now. I may reduce cancer risk. Compounds in me have been linked to a lower risk of certain cancers, especially digestive cancer. Again, I improve circulation. I help thin the blood slightly and support healthy blood flow. You often heard me say, the blood needs to be flowing like water, not like molasses in the summertime. Because if the blood don't flow, the toes got to go. Hello? Clock that. She done taught me a new word. This is dangerous. Okay. All right. I gotta make sure I gotta see if anybody putting it in the chat too. Let me do
I
this.
think I know the answer.
You think you know okay. Somebody said Gail said cherries. Oh, you know what? I see Jane got it. I could be yellow, I could be white, or I could be red. All right. I support weight management, low in calories, but high in flavor and fiber. Man, fiber is to the body what Drano is to a stopped up sink. We got to get that fiber. Oh my goodness. I helped you feel full and satisfied. Who am I? You are so right, Jane, and some others. Let's see. Good morning. We are onions. Had you guessed that?
I did.
You guessed that?
You said something about antioxidants, but then you said when you said I was round, and then you said antioxidants, and then you said yellow or white, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm locked in.
Now listen. So fighters, I want to send you something. Okay. I want to send you a list of how to use the different onions. Okay, this is called it's a fighter's list. How to use the red, when to use the red onion, when to use the white onion, when to use the yellow onion. I want to email it to you. So email me at charles@myhealthmymississippi.com. Mississippi spelled out, MISSISSIPPI. Or you can go to myhealthmymississippi.com and put your contact information in, and where it says message, I want you to say onion, okay? And then I'll know to send you this one-page guide that's telling you when to use your yellow onion, when to use the red onion, when to use the white onions, okay? This is a really cool one, okay? Like the yellow onions with soup and stew and beans, and then the red onions go salads and sandwiches, and then the white onion, obviously, with slightly cooked or sauteed dish. Anyway, it's really, really good. I want to bring this value to you. So, how to use the different onion. Look, if I'm that powerful as an onion, you got to figure out how to get it in your system
use it.
every day. I'm telling you, it is amazing when food matters that much and we don't pay that much attention to it. We gotta know what we're looking at, okay? And onions, it's that same category as garlic. They sisters and brothers. But let me just say that during this time of year with the flu season the way it is, high in vitamins, so we gotta get this out in our system, okay? So please shoot me an email. That's Charles at myhelpmymississippi.com. And I'm going to shoot that out to you as soon as you shoot me an email. Different ways of using the onions. I was so excited about this one, man. And I created that just for you guys. And I want you to get it. Send it to all your friends. So don't just have the yellow onion, but have the white onions and then have the red onions, okay? And we're going to show you how to use them. Well, I am here with Miss Bean Path. That's Ashley. That's Dr. Ashley. But I'm with Ashley. She's the person that's putting on get these events and things that's taking place in the community. And let me just say this now: when you got somebody over the events, you got to have some confidence in them because they got to bring things, got to put things in place that's going to make a difference in your life for the rest of your life. And we want you to experience something when you come to the facility, come to the Bean Path to help you. Now, what are we saying? We're trying to help you to be healthier on your path going where? Forward, right? We're not looking backwards anymore. And so the Bean Path is going to help you to do that. So Ashton, thank you again for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
And now, so you've seen different events going on that has taken place there, and we talked about your expectation about the event. So thank you for sharing that. Now, how can people attend, and what do they need to do in order to attend? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we would love for people to register. They can register on our website or on Eventbrite. And of course, the event itself is free, but we would love to have your donation to be able to continue to put on events like this. And so there's a suggested donation of $10 if someone wants to attend. Of course, anybody under the age of 5 is absolutely free. No donation needed for them. But we want people just to come out. So February 28th, you can go on our website, thebeanpath.org, or you can
And it's not expensive either. Okay. I just wrote an article, and it's going to be coming out about, some of the food that we can buy that's so inexpensive, right? I was doing it with PCRIM, and they're going to publish that for me. PCRIM stands for Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. They sponsor my cooking shows that I do online every Tuesday. And you said a suggested donation. Things are not, it's at no cost to them, but we're suggesting that, that if you can donate so that we can do what? Continue to help people move forward in their path, in a healthier path. Because this is not the only event that's going to be taking place. There's some things that's coming on later in the year.
There you are. And so, of course, like we just talked about the Black History Expo, but you actually are coming back with
March.
us in
April?
April.
Okay. it's
April 18th, I believe
Mhm.
that date is, to where you and Mr. Green Thumb himself will be in the garden, and then you'll come inside live for a cooking demonstration and teach people how to move what?
Forward. Yes.
Getting like
yes.
you right now.
Yes. Yes.
So we'll have that April 18th. We'll also have different events where we're calling it the Bean Barn Chilling Grill. People can come and just have a good time during the week of spring break, because oftentimes people may not have a lot of things or a lot of places they can go. But being able to come on a Thursday in the middle of the day, or even towards the end of the day, just to chill, play some games, have some food. We'll have that event coming up in March. I believe it's
Mhm.
March 12th once again. And then I can just think of a long list of things that we are doing. I'm like going to the calendar in my
Okay.
brain. And so that's February 28th. And then what else do we have? A children's entrepreneur pop up. We're going to have that in May.
Wow, that's good. I love that.
I'm excited
Oh
about
my
that one.
goodness.
And then
Yeah.
April 4th, the week before you come, we're doing a volunteer event, because I'm really big on service. I made a commitment to myself and just to those around me that I would serve more than I stayed on any platform. And so April 4th, we're going to have a volunteer event at the Bean Barn, where I'm coming alongside of Jonathan Collins, who's the founder of Do Good.
Mhm.
And we are just going to serve the community. We're going to serve the unsheltered. We're looking to have people come and just feed them. And then, of course, we'll have people possibly to be able to do like mobile showers. It's going to be a great time. So all the events that are coming up, you can always find on our website to be able to stay up to date. But social media is also a great tool and great asset to be able to get it quick.
You know, that's a lot. That's a lot for the community, man. That makes me smile, because that's putting your money where your mouth is, as
Mhm.
folks would say. I'm trying to do something that's going to affect all, like you said earlier, all age people, but all types of people too. I mean, that's when you're reaching a community, because in the community there's all types. Am I
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And we got to do things that's going to reach all of the people, not just help some move forward, but all people to move forward.
I think that's the thing. Like I want people to be inspired. I think we as an organization, the Bean Path wants people to be inspired. And so if you can do the good, of course, like I'm an ambassador for just being able to do good. So do good, share good, and then that inspires good other people. And so I want people to be inspired by what they see at the Bean Path, to be able to go out and even do some of that themselves. It may not be the exact same thing. It may not be tech assistance. It may not even be a wellness class, but it could be something like each one of us can reach another one of us.
Well said, well said. Because I think, one of the things that I love doing is inspiring people to, even if it's other family members you may have, inspiring them to be
Mhm.
better than they are based on something that you've learned. That's really what it's all about, right? My parents, uh, healthy. I don't know about your parents. Have you always been focused on what you eat, how you eat, or?
Well, my mom is really
Uh-huh.
big into what she puts into her body, and so oftentimes she's big into what we put into our bodies. So I wouldn't say that I've been that way my entire life, but I can say a great portion of my adulthood I definitely have. But also, just I don't think I've mentioned this at all, but I actually had a history of seizures, or I have a history of seizures. This is my 4th year seizure free. And so I've been very conscious about how do I proceed, like how do I make sure that my health stays on on the incline versus on the decline.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the ways for me is like watching what I eat and watching what I do with my body.
So thanks for sharing that, because I was at a conference this past Saturday, and the doctor, the nurses, the psychologists, everybody Ashton that got up and spoke, even if they went over it quick, they mentioned food matters.
It does.
Even your eye doctor matters. It matters what you put in your body, right? And so what you're saying is, um, well, congratulations,
Thank you.
4 years. I mean, that is really good.
Next year I got 5 on it.
Next year you got 5 on it, yes, and then after that you got 6 on it. That's pretty cool. it's all about moving forward. When you know better, you do better.
For sure.
And food matters. And, the power of food can affect your mood. The power of the plate can help a body be great. We got to make sure what we put on our plate is helping us to be great.
Yeah.
You can't continue to feed your liver, your lungs, your kidneys food that can hurt you and expect to be the best version of you. That's just not going to happen. So thank you for looking at your situation and saying, you know what, I need to be careful of what I put in my body. Now, how has that made you feel?
For the most part, I feel great. Some days I'm thinking like, man, I really want that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yesterday I had a
Sure.
great cupcake.
Mhm.
I had a meeting with someone and they were a great baker down in Flowwood, and she was like, before you leave, let me get you this cupcake. I said, no, I'm good.
Uh-huh.
I have my smoothie.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, you should try my cupcake.
Uh-huh.
And I fell into peer pressure.
Uh-huh.
And I was gonna split it with my niece. I ate the entire thing.
Uh-huh.
There are moments, of course.
There are moments. I
But-
like it.
I would say that my body feels amazing, and I'm able to even move around in the way that I am because of the way that I treat my body.
Wow.
Because I'm able to walk and exercise. I wouldn't be able to be with the college students that I'm with oftentimes if I did not treat my body well,
Wow.
because they have a lot of energy.
Yes, they do. So I like to say, people, you're respecting your body.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that is the key. And now your body is responding to the respect that you're giving it. What's that word? Clock that? Your body is responding to the respect that you give it. When you disrespect it, it can't talk back to you, but it will show you. And so it's up to you to decide. And I'm so appreciative that, and you talked about the cupcake. Cause everybody's gonna have moments.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that doesn't mean you don't keep going forwards, right? You may slip and you may fall, but you're going to get right back up and you're going to keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
It's what the Bain Path is all about. And it is just showing us how we can continue to move forward in spite of, our peer pressure. That's going to be there. I mean, one of the beautiful thing about it, Mississippians and another states too, we like to socialize. And then when we socialize, what do?
We
Eat.
There is no gathering without food.
There's no gathering without food. And so what we want to do is to just make sure that we put that respect on the body. And for you to be 4 years free and food has made a difference,
Oh, for sure.
that is real good.
Limited caffeine intake and all of that.
Yeah.
So
Knowing what you can have and deciding even before you go out that, look, I got this is what's going to help my body. I think I'm talking to a group on Sunday, and we're talking about planning and becoming that plan, because it's not easy to just wander out there and expect good health to come at you. It doesn't. I tell people all the time, good health is not just going to come run you down. You got to go get it, and you got to fight for it, right? So
be the fighters.
You absolutely, absolutely. And so, but your mom, it's been a great example.
For sure. 100%.
100%. I can't wait to meet her. So she loves taking care of herself.
She does. You wouldn't think that she is the age that she is.
Yeah. When you start taking care of yourself, and so she's concerned about what she put in her body.
Certainly. Absolutely. There are certain things that she's like, y'all can have that, but I'll just eat this.
Right.
I'm like, but Mom, we can all have this. Like, it's not that bad. She's like, I know what I'm having. And she's adamant about it. And I love that, because it is a great example to have.
It really is. And I didn't have that example. My parents didn't have that example. So therefore I didn't have it, because we passed down what we've been exposed to. That's one of the things I like about the Bean Path. You guys are exposing people to things, and then they'll be able to share with other people what they've learned. But when it comes to taking care of our body, man, we didn't have all of that, right? Not at all. So, which bring me to this point, Ashton. I want to give the people a thought for the week. Here's your thought for the week, okay? And write this down, everybody. Your body is a gift. Caring for it is an act of love. What's that quote? Check that.
Oh, clock that.
Clock that. I'm sorry. I keep check that.
They need to put their body in check if they're not doing that.
Yeah. Your body is a gift. Caring for it is an act of love. I thought that would be good for February, guys, but this one is for this week. Your body is a gift. Write that down. Caring for it is an act of love. You're really loving your body when you're doing what you're doing, and I can appreciate what you're doing. So
I appreciate that, Mr. Charles. And I know you're taking care of your body too.
Oh, it's
because no
priority.
one would ever know that you are the age that you are.
Yeah, it's priority. I tell people, I love good tasting food, but if it's not good for my body, it's non-negotiable. I cannot have food that's going to hurt the liver, the lungs, and the kidney. They belong to me. They're mine.
You did what Aretha Franklin did. Put some RESPCT on it.
That's it. Gotta respect the body. So tell people again how they can get in touch with you and the event that's coming up before we get out of here, Ashton.
Yeah, I would love for people to be able to find us on social media at The Bean Path, or on social media, Instagram with the Barn, Bean Barn, Jackson, JXN, or they can find us at thebeanpath.org. And if you want to reach me directly, feel free to email me at Ashton, ASHTEN, at thebeanpath.org.
Thank you so much for being here, Ashton. And I'm excited about what's going to be taking place on the 28th. And that time again?
11 a.m. to 2 p.m. But you don't want to miss the wellness class before it at 10 a.m., kicking off with exercise and cooking demonstration.
So, guys, be there at 10 if you want to win.
10 if you want to win.
That's right. I'll be doing some cooking, and I'll be doing the cooking class. We're going to have some exercise class there, guys. But it's going to be a lot of fun because the Bean Path is on purpose, and that is to help you move forward, not backwards. You can always reach me at myhelpmymississippi.com. And remember, guys, I do have this one-page chart for you, how to use onions. You found out today just how important they are. So I want you to use the red, the yellow, the white.
Mm-hmm.
All of them is going to help you to be better. And you can email me at charles@myhelpmymississippi.com. Mississippi spelled out. Or you can go to my page at myhelpmymississippi.com and shoot me an email. Put in the contact information. What? Onion. There you go, my girl. We're so thankful for you guys, and we'll see you back next week right here on the #1 show on the radio, My Help Mississippi. Thanks again, Ashley, for being a part of the show.
Thank you for having me. Have a
All
good one,
right.
This
everybody.
program are those of the hosts, guests, and reflect the views or policies of